Hey there YouTube, how's it going? Happy New Year's Eve. I hope you had an absolute fantastic 2022, and I hope you're looking forward to 2023 as much as I am. The end of the year is a really good time to kind of take inventory of what you got, appreciate what you've got. So we're going to take a look at here at the top 20 Pokemon cards in my collection. Very excited for this one. This is going to be fun. We're going to take a look at some price charting. We're going to take a look at the top 20, see where they're at, and it'll really serve as a fun kind of reference point for the future. It'll be fun to come back in years down the line and see, all right, how's my collection changed? How have the prices changed? And I think this will just be a really cool kind of way to preserve this moment in history. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it here with number 1 is the Umbreon VMAX. So this is the most valuable card in my collection, and funny enough, I've only had it for 3 days. So my fiance and I pulled this at Christmas, so I guess if you're watching this, we've had it for a little bit longer. Pulled this on Christmas. This is very special to us. Couldn't believe it. Pulled it out of the Arceus UPC. That's a GameStop exclusive, and my fiance pulled it, and I just absolutely went nuts. So let's take a look here at the price we've got on this one. This is crazy. Ungraded, we're at $402. Back here in October, we were at $567, which is crazy. So now it's down to $402. I think it'll keep coming down. I expect Evolving Skies will probably be reprinted sometime next year. But for now, this is number 1 on my collection. And again, I've got some cards here from 20-some years ago, and a card I've had for 3 days is now the most valuable. So absolutely crazy that this card is worth so much. Who knows if it'll be worth this much in the future, but I plan on holding this one probably for a while. This one's pretty special to me, especially my fiance pulling it. So absolutely love that card, happy to have it. That's number 1. Number 2, we're looking at Special Delivery Charizard. You're going to sense a theme. I have a lot of Charizards. I love Charizard. He's my favorite. This was my first PSA 10. If we take a look at the price here, this one's interesting to me. That's the Umbreon again. This one's interesting to me. PSA 10 is at $250. And that's just interesting because this is just a promo card. This is Pokemon Center was giving this away for free, and if you couldn't find it in the Pokemon Center, you can buy it on eBay for $5. The code is $5. You spend $25 in the Pokemon Center, and you get a Charizard card. Send it in for grading for $15, and you've got a card worth, $250. But I guess that could just be the PSA 10 premium, because the 9 is only $64, which kind of makes sense. So maybe I just got lucky getting this in a 10. Happy to have it for sure. I'm not complaining, but it is just interesting to see that this card is worth $250. Makes it number 2 in my collection. So happy about that one. Number 3 is the Pikachu from 2002. This is a Legendary Collection Reverse Holo. I've got a bunch of these Reverse Holo cards in my collection, and luckily they came back as 7s and 8s, which is pretty good considering most of my vintage came back as 6s, and I just absolutely love that Reverse Holo pattern. Pikachu being the kind of the mascot of the Pokemon world, he's always demands a premium. So if we take a look at here, even the grade 7, $243 for this card. So amazing. Happy to have it. The price has been pretty stable, last year, even with things going down. This one kind of stays where it's at. I guess that's what you get when it's a 20-year-old card. It's probably not going to make too many moves. So happy to have that one from my childhood. Just an absolutely amazing card. The next one is another one from my childhood. This is, let me switch cameras. This is my Charizard, the OG himself. This is one of my, actually probably is my favorite card. I mean, this is just, there's so much nostalgia in it. The original artwork, the original card. I mean, this got a 6. Probably got a crease in it somewhere. I played with this as a kid all the time. It's got some whitening, I'm sure. I can't even complain about the grade because it's just, I'm so happy to have this card. And if we flip over to the prices, this doesn't have a price charting because it's only a 6, but if you look here, there's PSA 5s, 218, PSA 5, 218, PSA 6, which is what I got, 265. So somewhere right around that 220 to 250 mark for this, that puts it squarely at number 4 in my collection at this point. I don't know if there's much room for these to run. It's, again, a 20-some-year-old card, 23 years, I guess, now. So I don't know if there's much room to run, but I don't plan on selling this one. This one hopefully will stay in my collection for, if I do this video every year, hopefully you see this one in the top every year, because this is just an absolute fun one to have. From my childhood, I remember playing with that one, so that one's really special to me. These next ones are some of my favorite modern cards, and there's actually 2 of them here, and these are the Shining Charizard from Shining Fates, Shining Charizard VMAX. I absolutely love these cards. These are some of my favorite cards in Modern. This one I bought off of eBay for, actually it was this one. This one I bought off eBay. My first PSA 10. It was kind of spur of the moment. I wasn't planning on buying it, but it was my first ever PSA card. And if there's one to get, it's my favorite Modern one. So happy to have that one. And then this one I bought raw from a card shop near me, and then sent it in for grading, and it came back at 10 as well. So I was surprised to see that one. So if we take a look at the price charting here, we're looking at $200. I think this is my last of the $200 cards. Everything else is going to be below that. So this is, you know, number 5 on my list, and I counted both these cards as just one. This is just number 5 on my list. So happy to have those. Love those Modern cards. Some of the Modern cards look so good. Just amazing. And this one, number 6, is going to be a Shiny Kabutops. This is one I had in my childhood collection. Didn't even realize how valuable it was. You know, I like the shining aspect of it and all that, but had no idea it was pushing $200 here. So if we flip it back around, we can see grade 7's right there, $195. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy. And it's let me switch back. It has stayed pretty steady, you know, all year. So happy to see that. This card is just amazing as well. Found it in my binder and was like, you know, that looks pretty cool. And then looked up the value and was shocked. So sent it for grading. Now it's safe. PSA 7 for a 20-year-old card. Not too bad. We'll take it. The next one is another Charizard. This is another one from my childhood. This is that EX5. We were just looking at prices for that. You know, somewhere around 200, but to be conservative, I put it down here in my 7 on my list. But again, this one, just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then this one you can see, you know, how much I played with it as a kid. It's very, very white. It's got a bunch of whitening around it. Very rough condition, but, you know, happy to still have the card in any aspect. Okay, the next one is another Charizard. Surprise, surprise. Again, I told you, there's a lot of them. This one's the Legendary Collection. This came back in 8. This was the Legendary Collection. You can see that little symbol down there. These came with the decks. There were some deck boxes. I think Ninetales was the holo in the deck, but this came with 2 Charizards. So because it came in the deck, it's non-holo or anything, but also because it came in the deck, I could keep it a little bit safer than all the other ones. So happy to have that in 8. I was, you know, at that time I was getting a little bit older, so I was like, hey, I should keep this safe, kind of keep it, you know, protected. So I did, and you can kind of see it's reflected in that grade there, which is pretty cool. And then the next one is another reverse holo. This is the Jolteon from the Legendary Collection. This came back in 8 as well. Again, 2002. I was taking a little bit better care of my cards. I wasn't playing with them as much, so they just kind of sat in the binder. So this came back in 8. If we look at the prices on those, we're up to $170 on these. So again, pretty amazing stuff here for 20-year-old cards. I guess that's just the power of Pokemon, you know, highest grossing franchise in media history. And it just keeps on trucking. I mean, it doesn't stop. Pokemon is hopefully going to be around forever. Otherwise, you know, this cardboard is going to be worthless. But that's why we make these history videos, to see where they're at now. $170 for a 20-year-old card is not too bad. And then the next one is one of my favorites. This is a Pikachu V from the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection. I got it in on the hobby a little bit late, so I didn't get a chance to get this at retail, so I had to pay a little bit more for it. So to be able to get this promo card in a 10 is fantastic to me, because this is one, again, I'll plan on keeping forever, and it's just amazing to have. If we come flip it around here, PSA 10 is at $152. I think the Ultra Premium Collection right now is selling for about $350, so this pays for, you know, a little bit of it, but there's still some room there. I mean, it's an expensive premium collection for sure, but I just absolutely love this card. Plan on holding this one for a long, long time, and we'll see how this one matures in the future. So happy with that one. This is another Modern. This is Charizard V. This came back in 8. I love the alternate art on this, but this is one of the dangers of buying from TCG Player. You can see how off-center it is. That is why it got that 8. It could also have some surface scratching. The seller sent it to me in a one-touch, but without a sleeve, so there could have been some damage from that. But that's kind of the danger of buying from TCG Player, buying from online. But that said, I still love this card. I mean, this art is so cool to see that, you know, Venusaur down there fighting with Charizard. It's just such a cool artwork. And if we flip it around here, even the grade 8, you know, you're still pulling $163. So It's not getting any better condition, so to have it here, preserved forever is exactly why we get these graded. So happy to have this one. Love the alternate art. This was the first alternate art I bought. I told my buddy, I'm not going to mess with alternate arts. They're a little bit expensive, but the more I saw this one, the more I couldn't let it go. I mean, I just absolutely love this artwork, so happy to have that one. Next one is another one from my childhood. This is a Legendary Collection Moltres. This is a legendary bird shooting off fireworks. And this one came back in 8. Again, a little bit better condition. That's why it puts this one a little bit higher value. Where are we at here? We're now this is number 12 on my list of top 20. So this one's coming in at $150 at a grade 8. Not bad for a, again, 20-year-old card. This was number 12. Number 13, we've got another Legendary Collection. This is everyone's favorite good boy, Arcanine. And if I were a Pokemon trainer, I would be a fire trainer. So the fact that I'm getting all these Legendary Collection Holos as fire Pokemon is pretty fitting. I think that this, I could make a team of these Legendary Collection reverse Holos, and I'd be pretty happy with this team. If we flip us around here to the price of this one, we're looking at $159 at a grade 8. No, grade 7 is what I'm at, so $145. That's why that puts it at 12 and not 11. Actually, where are we at? Yeah, 13 and not 12. That's where we're at. So $145. Again, not bad for these Legendary Collections. I will take those. And then, in case you can't get enough of these, I've got a Dark Dragonair. Again, if only this was a Dark Dragonite, but still have, I mean, the art on this thing is just phenomenal. I absolutely love the artwork on that thing. And then, of course, the reverse holo pattern is just so good. So we flip it around, 123. We're getting down a little bit, but we're still above $100 on these. This is why can't I remember? Number 14. We're getting there. Number 14 for this one. If we flip it back around, we're on to number 15, and this is another one from the Celebrations collection, Ultra Premium collection. This is the Metal Charizard. Again, so if Pikachu is 150, this one we're going to flip us around. Ungraded, we're at 119. So again, we're getting closer to that 360 mark, but again, it's tough to crack those open right now with the prices where they're at. I mean, that one kind of got away from everyone. Pokemon Company really didn't print much, and then they kind of learned their lesson, I guess, and overprinted the Charizard UPC. So that is everywhere, so everyone can get their hands on the Charizard promos, which I think is a really cool thing. I'm a collector, investor, but I think they should have some premium collection boxes that are hard to find, but in my opinion, getting everyone the cards is more important. So I'm actually happy to see these kind of sitting, in your local Target, in your local Walmart. I'm happy to see the Charizard Ultra Premium collections kind of floating around there. So happy to have this one. I love these metal cards. They feel really cool to hold. Even in this one touch, you can feel that it's just a metal card. It's got more heft to it, and then that artwork is just obviously the top tier artwork. So happy to have that one. Coming in at 16, we've got another Charizard. This is the Rainbow Charizard from Brilliant Stars. I like these Rainbow cards. I hear rumors that they might be getting rid of them. Scarlet and Violet. I hope they don't, but there are none in Crown Zenith, so people are thinking that might be the way they're going. I'd be happy if they replace them with something. I just hope they don't get rid of them just to get rid of them. So if we flip us around here, we are at grade 8. We're now below, grade 9. We're at $105. So still right there on $105 level. We do have some that fall below that $100 mark. But again, with the economy in a recession, the TCG recession, I mean, everything kind of seems to be slumping right now. So again, it'll be fun to look at this next year, see where we're at. But $100 for this card is still, amazing. Couldn't get a 10 because, again, I bought off TCG Player and it was off-center. But I'm happy to have the card, authenticated by PSA. It's not getting any worse, or it's not getting any better condition. So we'll put it in there, keep it safe forever. And then the next one, we've got two of the same again. This is Charizard from Celebrations set. I absolutely love the Celebration set. I opened so much of this. These came back in 9, so we are at number 17 on my list. Both of these coming back in 9. My fiance actually pulled one of these, and she pulled it, and it looks centered, so I'm a little bit surprised that this got in 9. instead of the 10. But take a look over here, grade 9, we're at 86 bucks. Finally fall below that $100 mark, but not bad. It took us till our 17th card to fall below 100 bucks. So happy with those ones, for sure. You know, I've got the whole set, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, so I will be holding on to those for years and years. And happy to have those. This one is a very fun one to me, Mewtwo V. If you see my channel, you know kind of the story with this one. Really special to me because I took a trip to Seoul, South Korea, was playing Pokemon Go, fought this Mewtwo in a raid in Pokemon Go just like this. It was downtown Seoul, you know, big buildings everywhere, people everywhere. We beat the Mewtwo, and I couldn't catch the Pokemon. I couldn't catch Mewtwo. So I'm very happy to have that moment kind of immortalized in this card, to have it kind of forever. I absolutely love the thought of that. PSA 10, we're looking at 87 bucks. One of my favorite cards from the Pokemon Go set. And I really like the Pokemon Go set. Cards are really cheap right now. You know, they printed it like crazy. So if you can pick up some, now seems to be a decent time. You know, I don't think it's going to go out of print, so maybe it'll come down a little bit more, but I really like these cards. You know, ungraded, you're looking at 42 bucks, which is a little bit high, but it is a Mewtwo alt art. So just an amazing card. Absolutely love this one. And then next we've got, this is going to be number 19 on my list. So we've got 2 left, and this is the gold Mewtwo V-Star from Pokemon Go. Again, I absolutely love these gold cards. I am an absolute sucker for these gold cards. I love, love, love them. They're just amazing to me. And then if we look at over here, we're looking at 82 bucks for PSA 10. And again, these modern cards, if you can pull them, most cards now are getting pulled and are packed fresh. They're getting sleeved right away. Even if you buy them online, most times you're getting them in a PSA 10. This is one of those. I bought it TCG Player. They mailed it to me, shipped it to me. Everything came back good. I sent it off to PSA, and we still get the 10. So it's definitely possible. No big deal. So always take your shot with those. If it's a good card, if you want to keep it, take your shot. Go ahead, no matter, even if you didn't pull it. And then number 20, the final card we've got here, is the Mew from Celebrations. Again, another gold card. And again, I'm just a sucker for these gold cards. I could look at them all day. And the fact that it's shiny is even better to me. I love shiny Pokemon. I love shiny hunting. I just got my shiny charm in Scarlet and Violet, so I'm about to start shiny hunting in that. So I'm very excited. And then if we flip us around here, we're looking at, again, 86 bucks. The other one was 82, so you could flip-flop these around. Prices change, but either way, they're 19 and 20. They make the top 20 list. Very happy to have all those. I mean, I'm super happy with my collection right now. I think it's amazing. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what were your favorite cards, what your collection looks like. Maybe give me a top 10, top 5 list of your collection, top cards in your collection. I would love to see that. It's really fun. This kind of gives us a space to kind of show off. You know, we collect these cards, we put them in the basement, you know, in a box where they can't be touched for years and years and years. But I actually have mine displayed. You can see kind of in the back there. The display is very empty because I've got my top cards here. But this is a spot to kind of show them off and kind of come together with the community and kind of, you know, appreciate what we've got. So let me know in the comments your favorite cards, your top cards. If you like this video, please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're into Pokemon. I am, like I said, totally in love again with Pokemon. So again, happy New Year's Eve. I hope you had a great 2022, and I hope you're looking forward to 2023 as much as I am. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you had a great day. I will see you again in the next one in 2023. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.